half, though, Coach, right? Oh, we played the second half. Opening style in the first half.
That's awesome. Yeah.
Still want some of this? Good.
Come on, guys. Good job, Ozzy. Count! Count! Go 5 seconds. Get up, Payne! Guard him, Payne! There we go!
That's his job. Line can handle the basketball. Line can handle the ball. He's got to stop that guy from catching the ball.
Still don't have the internet skills working as well as we'd like it, but it'll be on YouTube, on the Carencro Bears Network.
Coach, I'll introduce y'all, John Glenn Frisco. Tell him, please. Tell him, please. Having to work all 3 hours.
Do something with it.
Two on Isaac, Coach. 2 on Isaac. Bad Isaac tonight. You saw it, Coach. You saw it. No touches, bub. No touches, bub. work. Commit to the defense. Commit to the defense, you two. Commit to the defense.
Isaac.
2 fouls on Rummel.
Take it under the goal and come back inside. We're doing something else. We're doing something else. Hey, put him up! Put him up! Put him up!
Come up with the ball.
Run the corner, everyone the ball. Who's got the shooter? You're talking about that every time.
We'll turn that all the way.
Hey, figure out who's got 25.
We get more. Is it that one? Which one is it?
That's clear.
That one? Let's get some more.
Who's that foul?
40.
said run a commercial, but like it's too late. Yeah, I said that like 10 seconds ago.
Two. That's what I thought.
At Carencro Automotive Center, trust drives our commitment to transparency and top-tier service. Using advanced tools and innovative technology, we provide a complimentary digital vehicle inspection featuring a detailed 70-point...
Be making my famous burgers.
Text everyone to cancel. The Rivera say it's not even raining at their house.
Aren't they like 2 blocks away? It is coming down out here.
It really is.
That was cheese.
Yes, it was.
Keep walking, Arch.
I bet this is a microstorm.
What's a microstorm?
I don't actually know.
Go get it, let's go. Blue 21. What's up? Joe. Stay there. Wait.
Playing?
Yeah, whenever live.
Check, 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 check.
Yeah.
Like, you gotta have somebody right here, right?
Yeah, I was gonna put Blaine right here, so he's right here.
Okay. Baby, you wanna be right here?
It don't matter. You want to get another?
It don't matter. It don't matter to me. But we're closer to the computer. I asked them to give me the sponsorship. We don't have that.
Oh yeah, we need sponsor list, huh? We live? They can hear me? Oh, good.
Welcome in live from the Bear Cave. It's a massive matchup there where your Carencro Golden Bears coming in today 6-5 take on a Rummel Raiders team who's equally battle-tested at 9-6. It's number 4 versus number 16 in the Division I Select PowerPoint rankings, and this game is massive before we head into district play.
Yeah, you talk about games being massive, and you talk about, district rivals, but we haven't reached district yet. So we're coming out tonight, and we got to try to set the tone early, set the tone often, and go out there and try to win a big game.
And look, this is a Carencro team that has been battle-tested. The last time you heard Derek and I, we were here in the Bear Cave, the Bears Den, where you saw Carencro beat a really good Northside team and really came through in the end and kind of battled against a tough opponent that was very athletic and were able to find the victory. Since then, Carencro's went on the road and played at Trinity Community College out in Texas, and the results were kind of hum-ho, but the competition was stiff.
No doubt. I mean, you knew this. This is the second year in a row we travel out there and compete against some of the best teams out there in that area. And the Bears went out there and found a way to win game 1. Played a
really good Cy Ridge team, right? That was probably that team was probably better than the second team that they played. And they found a way to win that ball game, and then they lost in a game where, if you ask Coach Kovacs, he tells you that they missed the bus. They didn't even show up for that one.
Yeah.
They didn't play very well. They lost that ball game and lost the last 2 in Texas before they came back home, and they played another tough schedule. They went and played a tough tournament, played Lake Charles College Prep, played a good Turlings team that they were able to find a victory against. So, look, this is a
Look, don't forget about Jesuit.
Yeah.
They also played a really good Jesuit team in the Round Ball Classic over there at Turlings, and came up short. But I don't know if the record really portrays the team we have, and I look to see that tonight.
And I think that's fair. I think this is the team that's really trying to find themselves. You got to realize, though, it's a team that really came together once football was over with, trying to integrate those guys into the lineup. And you saw that. The majority of the guys that lead the statistics for Carencro have been football guys, like Jeremy Lawrence leading the field goal percentage, right, at 46.8%. And from the three-point side, that's where KB really excels, 40%. And you got a guy like Chance Babineau. You might not see him on the stat sheet each and every night, Coach, but what he does is all the little things right, and he makes it happen for these Carencro Bears. So I think Carencro's kind of gelling and coming into their own, even against a tough Rummel team who's also battle-tested. It's going to be a wonderful night tonight in the Bears Den.
No doubt. And look, I mean, looks like Rummel got a little size. Okay, they might have a slight size advantage, but so we might have to look towards some guys getting on the boards. Savion Taylor leading the team on the boards. With 40 rebounds, and right behind them with 37 rebounds, Jeremy Lawrence. Jeremy Lawrence don't quite have the size, but I believe he plays bigger than what he really is.
Jeremy Lawrence is so underrated because he does all the little things right, Coach. He boards, he picks and rolls. He does everything he can to make this team better, and he defends really well. So everything that Jeremy does did not show up on the stat sheet.
No doubt.
I also think that, look, this is a Rummel team that's really good. You're talking about how big this team is. They got some size. They got some length. They are very battle-tested, and they also do a really good job shooting from the perimeter. I think Carencro's going to have to do a good job contesting the three-point shot, but also at the same time, they're going to have to get on the boards. They're going to have to be physical. They're going to have to keep Rummel off of second-chance opportunities to continue to have that chance. And, look, this is a team, we talked about it the last time we did this game, is Carencro wants to play fast. They want to kind of push the pace. They're going to live with some turnovers. They're going to live with some sloppy play. That's who they are, but they're also going to want to force the other team and the opposition into sloppy play as well. So I look for Carencro tonight to continue to play at their pace, continue to dictate their pace, and ultimately, in the outcome, kind of dictate how the game is played.
Yeah, and look, on the defensive end, I expect the Rummel Raiders to play a lot of man defense. We got to find a way to win the 1v1 matchups and get the ball to the hoop, put it in, and make things happen.
No doubt about that. And for Carencro tonight, the starting lineup is going to be number 10, Savion Taylor. Number 11, Jeremy Lawrence. Number 12, Wilson Landry. Number 13, KB Kendrick Bernard. And number 20, Brandon Duffy. On the other side of the ledger, Rummel's going to roll out number 1, Jones Jr., number 4, Doe, number 5, Latino, number 12, Baudouin, and 21, Castanino. This is a Rummel team that wants to slow it down a little more than Carencro, so it's going to be a contrast of styles early on. We're ready for jump off in this ball game. Ball is up in the air, and we're underway in the Bear Den as Savion Taylor wasn't able to come up with the tip ball, and Rummel's going to regain possession first. Quick three this time, and it's going to be up and in as Doe's able to find the connection. 3 ball is good. Rummel leads 3-0 as Carencro looks to counteract that. Getting into the offense, Kendrick Bernard out on the wing now. Looking for the open man, is going to find Taylor. Taylor is going to find Lawrence. Lawrence is going to swing it back up to Landry. Landry's going to find Taylor again.
Doing a great job of passing the ball around, trying to beat the man coverage.
Being patient, though, that's what Coach Kovac talked about this week, is being patient against this Rummel squad. Bernard was able to drop the shot, but they are going to get him for an offensive foul. So I don't know about that one. I think Coach will like that one back. They are going to get KB Kendrick Bernard with a little bit of offensive charge that time. Points will come off the board.
Set to inbound, TJ Dew.
It will be turnover, though. Lawrence will get the turnover, but quickly over to Dew, who's going to bring the ball down, and there will be a foul on the play. The point is no good. And we have a foul on the Rummel Raiders. It's going to be on number 21. Castanino will get the call, so Carencro will regain possession, and we'll get Wilson Landry taking the ball up the court.
As Kovac, kind of predicted, the Rummel Raiders start the game in man-to-man defense.
Taylor getting the ball out on the perimeter, going to whip it around. Landry now. Taylor's going to set up for the shot. It's going to be off the back iron. That's really not Taylor's game, shooting it from the outside. I think Coach would really rather settle for a shot inside the paint on that possession.
Yeah, I mean, Taylor, he's a bigger guy. He's, 4 of 6 from the three-point line. So he hadn't taken many shots. He's been successful, but, just not that typical three-point shooter that we're looking for.
Be a foul on the shot this time. They are going to get Taylor, who's going to foul the big man. That's Jones Jr. Jones Jr. averaging 4.5 points per game. He's a big body coach. He's not afraid to get into the paint and use that wide body to create shots.
I'm just looking, and I'm looking up here. I think they actually called the foul on number 13, KB Kendrick Bernard. And if that's the case, that'll make 2 fouls on Kendrick. And it must be because he's coming out of the game and replaced by number 4, Chance Babineau, already in early foul trouble in the first quarter, Kendrick Bernard.
2 ticky-tacks, too. One on the offensive side and that one on the defensive side. Second field goal is good again. It's going to be 5-0 now. The Raiders lead the Bears. Lawrence bringing the ball down the court, trying to set up the offense. A little bit of weave action going on for the Golden Bears. Trying to create the shot. Nice spin move. Couldn't quite get to the rack that time was Duffy.
That's what we're known for. He takes the charge. Number 11, Jeremy Lawrence taking the charge. That's one of those selfless acts that we're pretty good at, and we got to make sure that we do that all night.
Carencro really good at taking charges all season long. Duffy controlling the pace now. Super sensational freshman giving it off to Wilson Landry. Landry's going to find Babineau. Babineau back to Duffy in the corner, who's waiting for the open man. Landry's going to step to the ball and get it off of a deflection and back to Duffy. Carencro seems to be pretty patient this possession, trying to find the open shot. Babineau trying to create a shot himself, but bring it back out. Taylor now trying to get it back to a guard. That'll be Babineau. Babineau gets the pick. Now he'll get into the paint. It'll be stripped away from him by Doe. Doe's going to go all the way to the rack and lay it in. That'll be a basket, and the Rummel Raiders will take control of the game 7-0, and Coach K and company will get a 30-second timeout.
We'll go ahead and acknowledge one of our fine sponsors on this 30-second timeout. Let's take a moment to recognize one of our proud sponsors, Briscoe Chiropractic, located at 148 Easy Street. Dr. Quentin Briscoe, a proud Carencro High School alumnus, is dedicated to keeping our community healthy and active. Whether you're dealing with sports injuries or looking for general wellness care, Dr. Briscoe and his team are here to help. Visit Briscoe Chiropractic for all your chiropractic needs and support a fellow Bear.
The Rummel Raiders so far tonight taking advantage of opportunities early on. 2 turnovers by the Golden Bears led to 2 easy baskets for the Rummel Raiders to take the 7-0 lead. Carencro looking to dive back in as Babineau is going to take the ball out, and it'll go off of Lawrence's leg. It'll be another turnover for Carencro, which will give the Rummel Raiders the basketball underneath their own rack.
The Bears have got to find a way to settle down. They look a little bit jittery, a little bit nervous. They got to settle down and play Carencro High School basketball.
And, I thought the 30-second timeout would do them some good. If they have that turnover after the timeout, I know Coach K and company probably aren't real excited about it. Still a lot of basketball to be played with 4:46 left to play in the first quarter.
Carencro on defense playing a bit of man covers themselves.
Quickly down the floor is Landry. Babineau will settle for the jump shot outside. Be rebounded by Landry up and under, but it'll be no good. Rebounded by the Raiders. Slowing the pace down. Rummel's content with. Carencro's going to go into a man-to-man defense. They're going to go with their own version of the motion offense. Duffy looking to make a little confusion himself, though, getting active with his hands.
This is out to the big man for the shot, but off the mark.
Good job by Lawrence on the board. Quickly over to Jones. Babineau on the deflection gets the ball, but it's going to be off the back iron.
No luck so far in the 3-ball.
0 for 3 so far tonight for Carencro from behind the arc. 7-0 with 3:37 left to play in this first quarter as Rummel looks to establish their offense. Settle for the mid-range game off the back iron.
Looks like Carencro's content with letting the big guys shoot from, out of the paint. And it's successful so far as with the big guy, but we've got to find a way to score the ball.
Yeah, Coach Kovac said that they want to force the mid-range shot. That's where they're comfortable with them taking it. Quickly down the floor is Landry trying to get it up, and he's going to get it in. Tough contested shot. Wilson Landry gets the Golden Bears on the board. It's 7-6 with 3:12 left to play in the first quarter.
Maybe that's just what we needed. Find a way to get on the board. You cut the lead to 5. 3-ball off the mark.
That was off the backboard. It was a long rebound. They were able to come up with it. Quickly, though, Carencro's trying to play with some pace.
Off the hands of number 2, Brandon Duffy. The Rummel Raiders will take over.
I think Carencro's going to try to get into their full-court press. It seemed like they did what they wanted, right? They forced a long shot, got a long rebound, just couldn't come up with it.
Ooh, off the back of a Rummel Raider into the hands.
Blocked from the backside that time. Chance Babineau deflecting the ball. Lawrence quickly bringing the ball up the court and establishing the offense. Lawrence getting it to Babineau. Babineau's going to get it back to Lawrence. Lawrence dishes it out, going to restructure the offense. Landry now has it on the left wing. Carencro's been very patient on the offensive side, not taking really bad shots, just trying to figure out how to penetrate the stifling man-to-man defense. Duffy's going to go one-on-one. He's going to have an up and under, just couldn't come up with it. Little short. Rummel's going to go quick. They're going to get a quick basket. Highly contested basket. That was number 12, Baudouin, in on the finish. It's going to be 9-2 now with 1:45 left to play in the first quarter. Landry tries to get the left hand to fall. It won't go. Rummel quickly on the other side. Power dribble. Nice step right there for the Raiders. Kicks it out. Going to be a long shot. Drains it. Castanino makes it 12-2. It's a 10-point Raiders lead.
Yeah, the Bears got to find a way to, get on the boards and get those rebounds. They can't give them second chance shots all night. If they'll do it, they'll make us pay.
Duffy now is going to take his own three. Long. Touches nothing. Carencro seems a little over anxious right now, especially shooting the ball. Everything seems to be long. The Raiders, on the other hand, seems very content and know what they're looking for. 54 seconds left in the first quarter. They're going to slow it down. Try to find what they want on this possession. Good defense by Landry at the top of the key. It's going to be a shot. It's going to be short and rebounded by Duffy. Duffy's going to give it to Lawrence, who's going to bring it down the floor.
Dish it out to Wilson Landry. Back to Duffy. Drives it to the hoop. Off the mark. Rebounded by number 5 of the Rummel Raiders, Latino, and going back the other way.
Duffy just can't find a way to make that shot fall so far tonight. He's been instrumental for the Bears over the last couple weeks. Picked off that time by Landry, who's going to make him go deep, and he's going to get and one with the basket. That's what the Golden Bears needed. It'll be 12-4 now with the free throw pending, as Landry was able to pick that pass off and take it to the rack and finish.
The Rummel Raiders with a host of new guys. Number 25, Malonzo entering the game. Number 2, Jones. Number 4, TJ Dew back in. Number 23.
Carencro
Bernardo.
Coming in. Carencro, a bunch of guys coming into the ball game as well. 11.5 seconds left to play in this first quarter. Landry drains the free throw. It'll make it 12-5 with 11.5 to play. Carencro goes wholesale. Just about everybody else back in the game. Full court press. Carencro trying to push the issue and try to come up with a turnover themselves. Rummel's able to come up with the ball down the court, and they aren't able to get the shot off. So we played one quarter so far in the Bears' den, and it's 12-5 Rummel Raiders after a sloppy first quarter.
I agree, Coach. It was a very sloppy first quarter, and to get out of the first quarter only down by 7 could be a win for the Golden Bears.
I would agree as well. I think this is also an opportunity for Carencro to reset. On the offensive side of the ball, they haven't been really good, right? They haven't found out a way to penetrate the defense and really create shots for themselves. Even Duffy, right? A couple shots that he got off close to the rack have not been comfortable, have not been what we've seen from him, even as electric as he is. We have not seen him try to get off those crisp, clean looks. So far tonight, it's been a really good defense that we've seen from the Rummel Raiders. Carencro is going to have to figure out a way to penetrate that defense and get the shots off in the paint.
Yeah, I think, you got to continue to be patient. You still want to drive the ball, but you want to find those open looks. You got to find ways to get to the hoop and not have shots so contested, because those are so difficult to make.
Yeah, it is. And look, this is a Rummel team that's very well coached, and it's a good ball club so far tonight. Carencro has went wholesale. Marston will take the ball down now as he flips it out onto the wing, and that's going to be Thomas. We have a bunch of new guys into the ball game, Coach. Carencro is going to be much more content. Dude's going to steal the ball, and he's going to go down the court and easily laying it in. Going to have to protect the basketball. Can't give up easy bunnies like that.
Yeah, Dude's been great for the Rummel Raiders, man. He's all over the court. He's scoring baskets, getting some steals. That might be a second or third steal of the game.
He's headsy, Coach. He figures out what he needs to do with it. Morrison's trying to find some space. He'll do just that, whip it out to the top of the key, and then set the offense back up. This defense has been stifling tonight by the Raiders. Kendrick Bernard getting into the paint that time. Going to be a foul on the Rummel Raiders as Kendrick Bernard was trying to find a little offense in the middle of the key. They're going to call it on the floor, though, Coach, and Bernard will take the basketball out underneath the rack.
Yeah, that'll be a foul on number 25 of the Rummel Raiders, Malonson.
So Carencro again just trying to find some offense. Everything's highly, highly contested. Marson will get into the paint deep, and he's going to drop it in, up and under. The teardrop will float. Carencro cut this lead in half. It's now 14-7.
Carencro going to go ahead and continue to press that we ended the first quarter with, and we hope to have a little success.
Trying to find offense off of the defense as they're going to drain this three. Wide open look that time by number 10, Harrison Karchner, just drains it to make it 17-7. Marston will bring it down for the Bears, establish the offense as Carencro seems to try to slow this down.
Yeah, I mean, I have to continue to give credit to the Rummel Raiders. They're doing a great job of playing defense. And look, they're following us where we're at, doing a great job of man coverage.
Carencro's offense again can't get it going. KB's shot was blocked quickly on the other side of the floor. Is a 2-point basket for the Rummel Raiders to make it 19-7 as Morrison will bring the ball down the court. Carencro can't seem to find the easy basket so far tonight. And they continue to go with this second squad who seems a little outmatched compared to the first group. Up and under, though, Morrison continues to find a way to get it done. 19-9 now as he's able to scoop and score and find the basket.
I'll tell you what, that's pretty impressive. Dentrell Morrison, sophomore, only 5'6", finding a way to get to the basket twice in a row. Hey, whatever it takes.
On the other side, though, for the Rummel Raiders, that was number 25, was able to get to the baseline and finish at the rack to make it 21-9. Carencro trying to find a way, though, to get back into this ball game. Morrison continues to look really good from the point guard spot. That time he turns the ball over inside the paint, trying to find an open man as Dude's going to take the ball to the rack. Finds an open guy on the outside, off the out iron. Offensive rebound's going to stay with the Raiders. Quickly to the rack, and he's been so good. TJ Dew has just been phenomenal for the Raiders. He averages 16 points a game, folks. He is their best ball player. Kendrick Bernard settles for the outside tray. It's going to be off the front of the iron. And quickly going the other way of the Raiders. They play with more pace than the Bears. They're going to miss the mark on the tray, but find the flashing man in the paint. Raiders going to bring it back out and try to establish the offense. Going to settle for the three-pointer. It's going to be off the front of the iron, but again, an offensive rebound for the Raiders, who are going to kick it out and going to get another opportunity at a three. And again, continue to press. Morrison out in front, and he's going to get it and one. It's going to make it 23-11. Rummel still leads. Coach, one of the biggest problems, though, Rummel continues to get second, third, and fourth opportunities as they continue to hit the offensive glass hard.
Yeah, I mean, you can't let a good team you can't let any team get second, third opportunities. They'll find a way to put the ball in the basket if you give them multiple opportunities. We've got to start binding them up, blocking them out, and find ways to get rebounds. If we don't do that, it could be a long night.
Carencro is going to have to find a way to come up with some boards. Morrison's free throw is off the mark and rebounded by the Rummel Raiders. So the Raiders are able to do what Carencro can't do, come up with the defensive rebound. Rummel quickly going to go on the other side of the court and push the issue. They're not going to set up for the three. He's going to try to get the ball into the paint. Carencro comes up with the steal as Landry has the ball, and he's going to go quickly. He's going to fall down, and they're going to get him for travel. So Carencro was able to come up with some wholesale subs that time and get some of those first teamers back into the action, but couldn't come up with a basket.
Yeah, he did a good job of stopping the drive and making him change direction, and kind of lost his feet and slipped down on the ground and got a traveling call.
Trying to pick him from behind was Landry that time as the big fella. Jones trying to get to the rack for the Rummel Raiders. It's going to be a full-time timeout now for the Rummel Raiders. And I'll let Derek tell you how awesome our sponsors are.
All right, at this time, ladies and gentlemen, let's take a moment to acknowledge one of our fantastic sponsors, Carencro Automotive Center, located at 4317 North University Avenue, right here in Carencro, Louisiana. As a family-owned auto shop, Carencro Automotive is committed to keeping our community on the move with top-notch services like oil changes, brake repairs, and AC work. Whether you're gearing up for a road trip or just need routine maintenance, trust the experts at Carencro Automotive Center to keep your vehicle running smoothly.
I couldn't agree more. Hey, when I got to get an oil change, I always bring it up to Brian and company at Carencro Automotive. Not only does he change the oil, he'll bring your car through a full diagnosis and let you know what needs to be done. And look, it's none of that BS like, hey, we want you to change your air filter. He tells you what absolutely needs to happen, and he makes it happen to keep you and your family safe.
No doubt. Not to mention, his wife is our very own principal, Vanessa Knott.
Quickly going the other way off of the rebound was Jones to Hayden Monroe. Back to Jones, but it's going to be picked off by the Rummel Raiders, who's going to go opposite floor and lay it off of the glass, but good rebound that time by Landry. Lawrence is going to try to go quickly. He's going to flip it out to Landry, who tries the three ball. No good. Battling for that board was Jones. Whip it out to Landry. Up and down. Couldn't come up with the shot, but he's going to get two opportunities at a free throw.
Yeah, I tell you, I don't know. We might have taken 3 or 4 3-point shots, and we just can't find a way to make any of them fall.
Need to make a way to get one of those to fall to get back in the ball game, Coach, as Carencro trails by 12, 23-11, with 2:40 left to play in this first half as Landry's first free throw goes in. Look, they've had some opportunities, Coach, where they had open looks. The ball just didn't fall for whatever reason. They're going to have to find a way to make those fall, though, as Landry makes them pay on both of the free throws. It's now 23-13, 10-point lead for the Rummel Raiders.
Yeah, no doubt, man. I guess we just got to continue being patient, but we got to find a way, again, to block out, get rebounds, not give second chances, or easy baskets.
What a look that time as Dew finds his open man under the basket. That was number 21. Castanino goes up and in and makes the basket. Beautiful pass. Lawrence trying to set up the offense for Carencro. Illegal screen we're going to get on Carencro. 23, they're going to find Hayden Monroe with the illegal screen. So Carencro, that'll be a turnover as Rummel will regain possession up 12.
Coming into the game for the Golden Bears, replacing 23 Hayden Monroe as number 4 Chance Barbaro to re-enter.
Maybe give him a little bit more of a veteran presence, Coach. That ball's tipped up. Jones is going to come up with it. They're going to go quickly as Lawrence gets the ball to Babineau. Babineau's going to find the rack. He's going to go off the glass. Couldn't find it. Jones tried to. His second chance is going to go in as Carencro's going to cut it to 10 once again.
Yeah, you know, Taylor tried to tip it in. It came back down, got his own rebound, put it back up. We need that type of presence under the basket if we're going to go ahead and fight to contend for this game.
I agree, Coach. Relentless pursuit of the basketball by Taylor. On the other side of the floor, though, relentless. Oh, my goodness. Taylor with the block. Carencro getting it out up in front to Landry. It's going to be off of Rummel, and Carencro basketball. That was a good sequence for the Golden Bears to show a little tenacity, right? Get back in the ball game, show a little flash.
Yeah, I mean, I like it. Shot block, drive it down the court, find the open man. You know, ball ends up out of bounds. Great job by Rummel knocking it out of bounds, but we keep possession.
Got to find a way to score the basketball. This time it's going to go off of Morrison and give the ball to Rummel. So another turnover for Carencro as they continue to struggle with the stifling defense of the Rummel Raiders.
Yeah, definitely got to find a way to limit those turnovers.
Especially the easy ones, Coach. I'm okay with a turnover when you're trying to play fast and figure it out. An easy one like that, I don't want to give it up. Good defense by Landry, though, as Dude's trying to go left and right. Gets the ball at the tee, and he drains the bucket. He is a player.
I feel like you've said that name too many times tonight. Number 4, T.J. Dew.
Dew has been tremendous, averaging over 16 points a game, Coach. Talked about it coming into the game. We knew he'd be tough. He's showing why tonight. Ooh, nice move by Taylor. Cross him over. Finish with the right underneath. Keeps it at 10. 27-17. Marston picks it off of Dew. He's able to – no, he can't finish at the rack. Carencro had an opportunity right there to get it to single digits off of the turnover. Just couldn't come up with the basket, and they're going to have a turnover and get the ball back to the Rummel Raiders.
Looks like that'll be a foul called on number 4, Chance Babineau, to give the ball to the Raiders.
Less than 20 seconds left to play in this first half. Carencro continued to struggling on offense. It's 27-17 as the Rummel Raiders control the ball. Dew's looking for his man, playing a little two-man action. He's going to go to the hoop, a tough basket. Over 2 Carencro defenders. Lawrence trying to beat the buzzer. It's going to fall no good. And at the half, the Rummel Raiders will lead your Carencro Golden Bears 29-17.
Yeah, Coach, I have a feeling Kovac and company will not be very happy going into the half. Just couldn't find a way to get on the boards. Struggled from beyond the arc for sure. And even struggled getting the ball to the hoop, but I have to give credit to the Rummel Raiders defense.
The defense has been tough. They've been forcing Carencro to take shots they don't want to take. And then when Carencro had an opportunity, they had open threes. They just didn't hit them. We talked about keys to the game as being patient. I feel like Rummel doesn't give you an opportunity to be patient. They make you play at their pace, and that is making Carencro uncomfortable because that's typically what Carencro's trying to do, right? The Golden Bears typically want to control the pace, and so far tonight they haven't been able to do that.
Yeah, kind of giving us a dose of our own medicine. And I tell you what, unfortunately for us, I feel like they're being a little more physical.
I agree. And look, inside, they aren't able to get in there and kind of bodyguard. They're giving, look, the offensive boards have been owned by the Rummel Raiders, getting second, third, sometimes fourth opportunities to score the basketball. And when you got a guy like Jones Jr. up there, you have to make them pay. Have to get those feet set. When I talked to Coach Kovac today before the game, he talked about taking charges, making them pay. So far tonight, only 1 charge taken. That's not customary of a Carencro defense. They're going to have to figure that out if they're going to want to contend and get back in this ballgame.
Yeah, that's right. Look, we're playing a lot of man defense ourselves, but we've given too many open shots when they dishing it around. They're finding the open man, and they're making us pay when they get those open shots.
We have to take our open shots and drain them, and we have to limit the open shots for them. It's simple, right? It's, you're a math teacher, right? It's addition, it's subtraction, as simple as that. But even more than that, though, Carencro's going to have to get more physical in this game. They're going to have to play quicker. They're going to have to force more turnovers. When you're down 12 at the break, Coach, you're going to have to force the hand of the other team. Being patient, not an option anymore.
Yeah, look, we've got to body people up. We cannot continue to let them be more physical than us. We can match physicality, but we got to go out there and do it.
Very much so. But you know what I love? Our fine sponsors that we have, they continue to power our broadcast to you, not only on Friday nights during football season, but each and every home basketball game as well.
Yeah, unfortunately, we haven't had very many home basketball games so far. But every time we do, we definitely want to acknowledge these fine sponsors that you said. So our next sponsor, Chick-fil-A. Chick-fil-A, conveniently located off of I-10 on Louisiana Avenue. Whether you're fueling up before the big game or celebrating a Bears victory, Chick-fil-A has you covered with their delicious chicken sandwiches, crispy waffle fries, or refreshing lemonade. Swing by for a quick bite and support a business that supports our Carencro Bears.
If it's me, Coach, I'm getting the spicy deluxe with the waffle fries. I got to get the Arnold Palmer, a little half lemonade, half iced tea. That's where I'm at, Coach. Where you at?
I'm not a fan of tea. Not a fan of tea. But I love the lemonade.
Getting it in the lemonade?
Light ice.
Light, okay.
Light ice.
You want as much bang
I like
for your
it cold,
buck.
but I want the bang for my buck. And then we'll do what
and
you
at
ask.
Chick-fil-A, you got to get it, man. You got to
No
get
doubt. And hey, the sauces. My favorite, Chick-fil-A sauce.
Chick-fil-A sauce, no doubt. You got to have the Chick-fil-A sauce, whether it's with fries or chicken. It's going to be delicious, and you can count me in.
No doubt, no doubt, no doubt. Look, I got to give our shout out to the Academy of Information Technology while we're taking a little time here. Let's take a moment. We got to spotlight our future tech leaders. Carencro High School's Academy of Information Technology is our premier magnet academy dedicated to teaching students all aspects of technology, from hardware and cybersecurity to computer science and the digital media, including our very own Carencro Bears Network. AOIT prepares students for the digital world. You know, we just had our 8th grade night. Actually, I'm sorry, we did not have our 8th grade night, but the deadline to apply for 8th grade night was January 15th. But even if you didn't sign up, it's never too late. If you're passionate about technology and eager to dive into the world of innovation, AOIT is the place for you. Don't miss your chance to be a part of this dynamic program. If you're an 8th grader or a 9th grader, contact Seth Dickerson and company with the AOIT department. We would love to have you as a part of our Carencro Bear community.
And not only do you have an opportunity to come be a part of this program, you have the opportunity to come be a part of these broadcasts each and every week of football season, every home basketball game, and other sports in the works. You get an opportunity to come use your talents. And if you don't want to do broadcasts, there's still opportunities for you. There's so many things within the technology program that Seth Dickerson and company can make happen for you. So make sure you reach out to Seth, the director of the AIoT program, and make your dreams become a reality right here at Carencro High School.
Yeah, Coach, I mean, I guess this is a great time to kind of spotlight some of the scores tonight. You know, let's start with the Rummel Raiders. Number 4, as we mentioned, I feel like too many times tonight, doing a great job of defense and finding a way to put the ball in the hoop. 10 points, leading scorer of the Rummel Raiders. That would be number 4, TJ Dew.
Hey, look, we were told before the game he's a left-hander. He wants to go left, force him right. I don't think it matters. I think he's going to create a shot no matter which way you give it to him. And so far tonight, he's been really aggressive, and he's been able to find his way on the court, whether he has to create his own shot or they create it for him. Another thing he does well, Coach Derek, is he keeps his eyes open. The man is delivering dime pieces to his teammates and creating easy buckets.
Yeah, I mean, one of them is sticking out my mind. I mean, it's like a no-look pass right under the basket. Great assist. They laid up. Look, give credit where credit's due. Hell of a pass, made a way.
A week ago against St. Amand, that young man had 33 points, Coach. 33. Hey, can my man get to the bucket? I believe so.
Second leading scorer for the Rummel Raiders, number 21, Jackson Constantino with 6. And then number 10, Shatanya.
He's been a guy who's more of a shooter for them, not so much more of a creator. But what Carencro's done has been a little too aggressive and leaving him open on the perimeter, and he's made them pay so far tonight.
Yeah, and you know, Carencro hadn't found a way to score the basket enough, but leading scorers for the Golden Bears, number 12, Wilson Landry with 7. Number 2, off the bench, Dentrell Morrison with 6. And number 10, Savion Taylor with 4.
And look, in my humble opinion, Coach, this is a Rummel team that strives on playing in chaos, right? but you're going to have to mix it up and confuse this team. You're going to have to show a little zone. You're going to have to show a little man. You're going to have to play a little full. You're going to have to show them a little three-quarter. You're going to have to make them uncomfortable and get you the ball back quickly. Down by 12 at the half. Not that much time to play with, Coach, with only 2 quarters left to go in the ball game. You're going to have to come up with scores early and often. And, look, you're going to have to come up with high percentage shots, and you're going to have to drain three-pointers. 0 made threes for the Bears in the first half.
Yeah, I mean, you took the words right out of my mouth. You know, we had a few shots, some open shots, and just couldn't make them fall. We have got to make them pay when we have an open shot. We got to take it, and we got to find a way to make it happen. And we also have to continue to find ways to drive the basket and figure out a way to get those open layups. You know, they're doing a good job of playing defense, but you got to find a way.
We're going to have to find a way, but we're going to step aside real quick and get our advertisement sponsors a chance. When we come back, it'll be second half action right here from the Bears Den on your home for anything Carencro High, the Carencro Bears Network.
Do you have an injury or pain? Finding it hard to function at your peak performance? Let Dr. Quentin Briscoe and his staff help. Specializing in decreasing bodily injury, pain, maintaining your function, increasing your sports performance, and improving your nutrition and wellness, plus motor vehicle accidents. Dr. Briscoe has been serving the community for over 15 years. We invite you to come and experience a pain-free and healthy lifestyle. Call or visit our website to set up a free consultation today.
You're not a senior, huh? Welcome back to the Bears Den as we're looking forward to second half action as your Carencro Golden Bears trail the Rummel Raiders 29-17 at the break. This has been a game where the Rummel Raiders have been leading from the onslaught. They've been tough, Coach. They've gotten on us early, they've gotten on us often, and they've controlled the pace of this ball game.
Yeah, we've got to find a way to slow them down, and we got to find a way to get some offense of our own. Starting lineup to start the second half of the Rummel Raiders, number 1, Jamar Jones, number 4, TJ Dew, number 12, Baudouin, number 5, Latino, and number 21, Cosentino.
Rummel gets the ball to start the second half, but Carencro quickly turns them over as KB Kendrick Bernard gets the rock and quickly gets it over to Lawrence. Lawrence back over to Morrison in the corner. Morrison gets it back to Jones. Jones to Lawrence. Lawrence trying to find the open man, Landry. Landry gets into the paint. It's going to throw it up and find a foul. It's going to find 2 shots at the line. Landry trying to create some offense, and he'll get 2 free shots.
Foul called on number 5 of the Rummel Raiders. That's Grant Latino going to the charity stripe. Number 12, Wilson Landry, set to shoot 2.
First one's going to be off the back iron. Landry made 2 free throws earlier in the ball game. He'll be 2 for 3 so far in the contest.
You know, we talk about finding the open 3 and making it count and driving to the basket and finding ways. We also have to make every single free throw to find our way back in this game.
Landry makes the second one, but he's going to turn it over and get the ball into the Rummel. He's going to get a basket. It'll be 31-18. Lawrence finds Jones. Jones gets it at the top of the key to Landry. Back to Jones. Carencro's offense has not been able to get started. It's going to quickly be picked off by Dew, who's going to go to the rack, but he won't find it. Jones will get the rebound and back to Landry. Luckily, Carencro didn't give up 2 points there.
Jeremy Lawrence did a good job of contesting that shot on the wide open layup. Did a good job of forcing him to miss that layup.
Lawrence couldn't come up with the basket. It's going to be rebounded by the Raiders and back down the court. They'll go quickly. Jones will find a shot in between the paint, get his rebound, and put it back up. This time he'll find the basket.
Golden Bears have a player down on the court.
That looks to be Jones.
Correction.
Taylor, I'm
Savion Taylor. Not sure exactly what happened. I kind of missed it, saw him down.
Looked like it's in the mouth. area, maybe catching a hand. Coming in for him is going to be Chance Babineau, number 4. 33-18, the Rummel Raiders lead.
Set to inbound for the Bears, number 11, Jeremy Lawrence.
Lawrence will give it to Bernard and back to Lawrence as they'll try to establish the offense. Get into the half-court game. Pick will be set by Bernard. They get Rummel on the reach that time. That'll be number 5, Grant Latino, reaching in on Lawrence. See, Carencro doesn't want to play the half-court game, Coach. That's not where they're comfortable.
No, they want to push. They want to push the pace, and sometimes you got to be patient, but that's just not what they really want to do. They want to push the pace, get to the basket, and find ways to score. But again, Rummel's done a great job of slowing us down and forcing us to be patient.
And a mix-up, too, right? It's a little bit of a match zone. It's not just straight man. Bernard on the 3 is going to be off the back iron. Carencro continues not to be able to find the 3 ball to fall. Rummel's going to go quickly down the court. Quite the contrast, though, right? Rummel wants to go slow, but they're going to play fast. Bernard this time now off of the steal. He's going to try to float it in, and he'll find a bucket. It'll be 33-20. Raiders with 5:50 left to play in the third
Great
quarter.
deflection off of the hands of Wilson Landry right into the hands of KB Kendrick Bernard, who laid it up for the basket.
Continue to get active in the passing lane. You got to appreciate that, Coach. Getting those hands out there. There you see, again.
Forcing another turnover.
Might have not come up with the steal, but that was number 4. Chance Babineau forcing that turnover. Carencro just couldn't come up with the basket, though, getting quite two opportunities at the basket. Couldn't come up with it. Now Rummel will try to play on the numbers. From 3-ball area that'll drain it. Castanino will find his third 3 of the game. As Rummel takes the lead, it's now 36-20.
It reminds me of the old game, NBA Jam, when you're on fire. Like, he just can't miss from beyond the arc.
Ooh, they'll get a block that time on Rummel. Carencro loved that call as Landry was trying to get into the paint. Thought they could have went either way, Coach. Carencro will take it, though.
Yeah, judgment call,
The difference in the ball game, not only the pace of play, but Rummel is knocking down open shots. When they have open shots from the perimeter, they're draining them.
Yeah, that's how you win games. You make the other team pay when you have open shots, and that's what they've been doing for the first 2.5 quarters of play.
Landry's first shot's deflected. He'll get the rebound and dish it off. He's going to find Lawrence underneath, who's able to come up with the basket and a foul. It's 36-22 now with 4:48 left to play in the third as Carencro has an opportunity at a 3-point play.
You want to find your way back into this ball game. You got to make contested shots, and that's what we just did.
That was a big basket there as Lawrence in traffic was able to finish. Carencro trying to press a little bit and take advantage of the pace of play. Leaving another man open. He'll get to the baseline. Won't finish, though. Landry comes up with the rebound. It'll bring it over the other way. Finds Lawrence at the top of the key. Lawrence will try to get the ball into the paint. He's going to let it float. Couldn't come up with the basket. Comes up with the rebound, then loses it momentarily, and will get a jump ball. It'll stay on Carencro's side. Great effort play that time by Jeremy Lawrence.
Yeah, he got down on the floor and got physical and won the basketball. They tied it up. Jump ball, possession arrow in favor of the Bears. Keep possession. Lawrence set to inbound underneath the goal.
Trying to get a quick basket for Carencro, trailing by 13. Babineau gets it into the paint, couldn't finish. Comes up the rebound, off of the bounce, couldn't get it off of the back iron, and Rummel gets possession.
Gotta find a way to make those fall.
Rummel's going to dish it out on the perimeter, and they make you pay. Harrison Karshner just drains the wide open 3 to expand the lead to 13. Bernard spins off of a defender, tries to make the fall away 3. A 2-pointer couldn't happen. It's going to be picked off, though, by Morrison. Morrison's getting to the other end, trying to finish, couldn't finish. Bernard gets it, going to go up, couldn't finish himself. Gets it again, and this time puts it home.
Whew. I mean, we got to make them fall, Coach, but good job of rebounding your own ball and putting it back up.
But again, Rummel continuing to have much more higher percentage, Coach. That time the mid-range wouldn't fall. Going to get it to Babineau out on the perimeter to go quick. To Bernard in the corner. He'll flip it out to Landry. Carencro trailing by 14 with 3 minutes and 5 seconds to play in this third quarter. Going to get it to Lawrence at the top, trying to establish the offense. Going to be bounced off a defender and stay right here as Carencro get the ball underneath their own basket.
Re-entering the game for the Rummel Raiders, TJ Dew and number 1, Jamar Jones.
They putting the horses back in, Coach.
Took the words out of my mouth.
Duffy sees his first action of the second half. Marston will let it fly from the corner. It's going to be no good off the front of the iron. Dew quickly brings the ball up the court. We hadn't seen much Duffy after the first half. It's kind of interesting, right?
Yeah, I mean, I think, watching the game, it looked like Morrison, did a pretty good job of getting to the basket and finding a way, and maybe that's what the coaches were thinking.
Karchner makes him pay again. That's his 4th-3 of the game. He is on fire if we play an NBA Jam, as Coach Franchek mentioned. Landry settles for the mid-range, gets blocked, comes up with the rebound. Now to Morrison. Morrison will fake it, now get into the paint, whip it out to Lawrence, who makes the first 3 of the night for the Golden Bears. It's 42-28.
We
Raiders.
talked about it. They got to find a way to make the open threes, and that's the first time we've made them pay the entire night.
Yes, it's not been easy, any of the points for the Golden Bears. This Rummel defense has been tough. Carencro played a match zone, now more of a man look. Wide open 3, this time it's going to be too long. Easy rebound, though, and up and in there was Karchner, who's up to 11 points in the ball game. I believe there should be 13, though, Coach. Lawrence now trying to get into the paint. He will off the spin move, and he'll float one in. He reigns it home. It's 43-30 with 1:12 left to play in the third quarter. Carencro's going to have to come up with more turnovers if they want to get in the ball game.
The floater's off the mark, but rebounded by Jones, and putback is good.
Jones is a big body kid. It'll be another turnover by Carencro. The errant pass. Carencro will be bailed out by a foul on the Raiders, so Carencro will regain possession. And it'll be Carencro in the bonus. Shooting now, trailing by 16.
Headed to the line, shooting 2. Number 2, Dentrell Morrison.
Morrison gave him a little spark in the second quarter when he came in. Giving the offense a little bit of a push, scoring 4 points. He'll drain that free throw. Simple mathematics, though, Coach. If they're going to want to get back in the game, they're going to have to force turnovers. They're going to have to make this Rummel team uncomfortable, and something they hadn't had an opportunity to do tonight. And what Rummel's done, Morrison makes that second free throw, as they've just drained the open looks. Carencro gets too aggressive on defense, they make you pay. Look at this again. As that ball up and under, they'll give that to Jones, and he'll make him pay on the fast break. Lawrence will shoot the 3 off the front of the iron, no good. And Rummel's going to go quickly. Down the court, they're going to whip it back out. Another 3 ball, and it is good again as Karchner drains another one. Rummel in full control right now, up 51-32 with 20 seconds to play in the third.
Speaking of Brandon Duffy, drives it to the hoop, dishes it back out, but stolen by number 23.
Just sloppy, Coach. I think when Coach Kovac and Coach Carmouche and company and the Wire and company watch this film, that's what they're going to go back on, is they didn't protect the basketball, turning it over, creating easy opportunities for the Raiders.
when speaking with them, they weren't pleased with the way they played the last game, but they did find a way to win. Tonight, I'm not sure if they're going to be pleased with the first 3 quarters of play. And, kind of tide changing, they're not finding a way to be on the upside right now.
Rummel got the ball deep into Carencro territory, but just couldn't come up with it after the travel call, and Carencro missed the mark at the buzzer. So we've played 3 quarters. Your Golden Bears trail the Rummel Raiders 51-32 in the Bears Den. We'll take a look at our sponsors who power our broadcast that make these possible for you to watch.
All right, let's go ahead and announce and recognize our fine sponsors one last time before we start the 4th quarter. Briscoe Chiropractic. Dr. Briscoe is a proud Carencro alum dedicated to keeping our community healthy and active. Whether you're dealing with sports injuries or looking for general wellness care, Dr. Briscoe and his team are here to help. Visit Briscoe Chiropractic for all your chiropractic needs and support a fellow Bear. Carencro Automotive. Carencro Automotive is family-owned auto shop committed to keeping our community on the move with top-notch services like oil changes, brake repairs, and AC work. Whether you're gearing up for the road trip or just need routine maintenance, trust the experts at Carencro Automotive to keep your vehicle running smoothly. And last but not least, Chick-fil-A. Chick-fil-A. Whether you're fueling up before a big game or celebrating a Bears victory, Chick-fil-A has you covered with the delicious chicken sandwiches, crispy waffle fries, and refreshing lemonade. Swing by for a quick bite and support a business that supports your Carencro Bears.
Go out and support those fine sponsors who support us each and every week to make these broadcasts possible. Quickly after the quarter break, Rummel turns the ball over after the charge as Carencro's able to force the turnover. Trailing by 19 now, Morrison to get the ball and bring it down the court. Carencro's going to have to play at a quicker pace and try to force the issue as they trail by 19. It'll be another turnover that time by Babineau, who will lead to an easy 2-versus-1 and a bucket by Castanino for the Raiders.
Great job of 2-on-1, dishing it back, back and forth for the easy layup.
Babineau now gives it to Lawrence. Morrison, though, with a little bit of mid-range action, makes it fall, cut it to 19. Rummel, though, wants to go quickly, and they're going to bring the ball down the court, but deflected out of bounds by Landry will give them the ball underneath the basket.
Two Bears set to re-enter the game. Number 13, Kendrick Bernard, and number 14, Tristan Valier.
Carencro continuing to be active in the passing lane despite trailing late in the action. No quit for the Golden Bears. As the Rummel Raiders will get it deep against Kendrick Bernard, forces the errant shot and rebounded by the Bears. That was number 14. Valier coming up with the rebound, but he had a foot on the baseline, so it'll be a turnover and Rummel will regain possession. Another 3-ball. This time it'll be off the back iron. They're so crisp, though, Coach. They're not afraid to shoot it, and they take good shots. Quickly down the floor, though, KB Kendrick Bernard through traffic, finishing at the rack. Makes it 53-36 with 6:30 to play.
Yeah, that'll make 6 points on the night for Kendrick Bernard. You know, a little well below his average.
Trying to find positive spots tonight, Coach. As the Rummel Raiders have led and controlled the game through the opening tip. Rummel still being patient, though, working the offense, this motion offense, working the ball around the horn. Flip it down to Castellano, who, tough fadeaway shot, drains it, make it 55-36.
You know, you got to give credit where credit's due. They find a way to put the ball in the basket.
Marson tried to spin off of a defender and take the tough shot, just couldn't come up with it, and the Rummel Raiders got the ball right back in their possession. This time the spin move wouldn't work. Duffy comes up with the rebound, trying to go a little quickly. He'll whip it out to Lawrence. Lawrence will make it rain from the outside, but it won't go in. Rebound by the Raiders, and it'll be a travel call and a turnover giving Carencro the rock.
Set to inbound, midcourt, number 13 for the Golden Bears. Kendrick Bernard dumps it into Kentrell Morrison, who brings it down the court. Passing it around. Duffy with the 3 ball off the mark, rebounded by Kendrick Bernard. Put back, counted. 2 points, Golden Bears.
Relentless at the boards that time for Carencro, able to drain the bucket and stop the bleeding. 55-38, 5:03 left to play in this fourth quarter. Rummel, so well coached, continue to play very patiently. Carencro coming up with the turnover right there as they were able to get the steal. Lawrence trying to go quickly, slow the offense down a bit as he's trying to give it back to KB Kendrick Bernard. Bernard would give it back to Lawrence at the top of the key. Lawrence trying to go a little quicker, realizing the situation they're in, they're going to have to play much quicker as they continue to just do motion around the perimeter. Bernard floats it off the back iron. It'll be rebounded by Dew. Dew now gets the ball deep into the Crow and drains the Euro step for a bucket.
I know we've talked about it.
He's
but
good.
Number 4.
He could go.
He can go, Coach. TJ Dew finds a way.
Full timeout. We're going to take that opportunity to give it to our sponsors. We'll be right back with more fourth quarter action on your home for Carencro High Basketball, the Carencro Bears Network.
Be making my famous burgers.
Text everyone to cancel. The Rivera say it's not even raining at their house.
Aren't they like 2 blocks away?
It is coming down out here.
It really is.
That was cheese.
Yes, it was.
Keep walking, Arch.
I bet this is a microstorm.
What's a microstorm?
I don't actually know.
Right back at it in the Bears den. Blaine Viatar joined alongside Coach Derek Franchek as we bring in you Carencro Golden Bears, Archbishop Rummel Raiders basketball action. Your Crow Bears trail the Archbishop Rummel Raiders 57-38 with 4:19 left to play in the ball game. It's been all Raiders all night.
Yeah, it's tough to say sometimes, but you got to give credit where credit's due. They're doing a great job playing defense, limiting us from driving into the hoop, making us shoot the ball, and unfortunately we're not making them pay. And whenever they have the ball, they're finding ways all over the court, from beyond the arc and in the paint.
Very well coached, too, Derek. As Landry couldn't get the layup to fall, it'll be rebounded by Rummel, who'll go quickly. Lawrence makes the steal. He's going to bring it on the Crow side of the floor. He's going to whip it out to Marson. Marson's going to try the 3. He's going to drain the 3. It's 57-41 now, 3:50 to go as Rummel will get the ball down the court. It'll be blocked, though. Lawrence comes up with the block. Marson trying to play quickly. He'll get the ball out to the outside. We'll flip it over to Duffy. Duffy in traffic, couldn't make it fall. Now Rummel will try to go quickly themselves. They'll pull it back out. They're very well coached. They are just tremendously sound basketball team, these Rummel Raiders are.
Yeah, they push it when they need to push it or when they want to push it, but they pull up and they're patient when they want to be patient. They can do whatever they choose.
Another mid-range jumper by Castellino gives the Rummel Raiders a 59-41 advantage. They make you play at their pace. They make you play how they want to play. As Bernard's 3-ball couldn't fall, bounced around a couple times before going out of bounds on the Rummel Raiders. It'll be Carencro's ball along the sideline. I think that's the key, though. You play at their pace. They control the pace. They control what you do. I'm very impressed by these Raiders.
No doubt. They've been dictating the game since the tip.
Carencro will try some offense. Bernard will try inside. He's trying to find his guy Lawrence, but he'll be stolen by the Raiders.
They've dictated the game, but we haven't helped ourselves with some errant passes, obviously forcing turnovers and just shooting ourselves in the foot.
Look at that wide open look. Beautiful pass, but wide open look. The offense works to perfection as Castellino just drops it in. He has 13 on the night. 3 ball that time is good. Jeremy Lawrence makes
Deep
this
3.
61-44. Might be academic at this point, but Lawrence said, hey, got to fill up the stat sheet. Rummel's going to slow it down, trying to whip it out. They kind of just doing a little inside out, coach, a little 4-corner action, just trying to get to the end of the game with only 1:45 left to play. They're leading by 17.
No doubt. I just took a look at their coach, and he's saying, let's just keep that shuffle going. Quite content with taking it to the end of the 4th.
Oh, my goodness. Look, Castellino just drains the mid-range shot and give him a little bit of a look. And, look, coming into the game, when you talk to Coach Kovac and company, there was a bunch of guys that scared him. They thought his mid-range shot was something they could live with. Proved not worthy tonight. We're going to step aside. When we come back, we'll have the remainder of the 4th quarter right here on your home for Carencro High Sports, Carencro Bears Network.
At Carencro Automotive Center, trust drives our commitment to transparency and top-tier service. Using advanced tools and innovative technology, we provide a complimentary digital vehicle inspection featuring a detailed 70-point assessment with high-resolution visuals. Whether it's an oil change, brake service, engine diagnostics, transmission care, or helping you find the perfect vehicle to add to your family, we've got you covered. Our friendly service advisors connect with customers and work closely with skilled technicians, ensuring clear communication. The DVI helps you understand your vehicle's health, empowering you with the knowledge and confidence that your vehicle is in expert hands. Trust is our foundation, and we earn it with every turn of the wrench.
Welcome back to the Bears Den as Carencro continues to try to dig into this lead. Lawrence into the paint, finishes it in traffic, and one. We'll get another opportunity at a 3-point play as it'll shrink the lead to 63-46 with 1:20 to play in the 4th. Lawrence continues to not give up, Coach.
I like it. I like the fight. Just maybe a little fight a little too late.
Lawrence drains the free throw. Would be 63-47. Not many people can look ahead, Coach, but you and I from the sideline, we can look ahead, right? We don't get paid to coach folks or pretend, or you don't in this sport, to look ahead. They got a tough game a week from today at HL Bourgeois. I believe they go to New Orleans, play HL Bourgeois before district play starts. Once you get to district, though, Coach Kovac and company talked about getting to March and getting to an opportunity to play deep into the season, and that's what's going to have to happen when you look at the district, the way it's unfolding. You and I were looking at some schedules before we came to the ball game tonight at one of our favorite watering holes, and we saw a Southside team, a Lafayette High team, as well as a New Iberia team that pretty good. When you get into the district, it's going to be tough.
Yeah, I mean, and you forgot about one, Sulphur.
Sulphur.
Sulphur may have the best record out of everybody. Now, it's kind of hard early in the season because everybody's playing different teams. And, you're trying to compare apples and oranges, and you play the game for a reason. You go out there, you play, you compete, and any given team can win at any given time.
And that'll do it here from the Bears Den. Your Golden Bears fall tonight to the Rummel Raiders, 63-47. We're going to step aside real quick. When we come back, we'll talk about what lies for the Carencro Golden Bears and just put this one to bed on your home for Carencro High Sports, the Carencro Bears Network.
At Carencro Automotive Center, trust drives our commitment to transparency and top-tier service. Using advanced tools and innovative technology, we provide a complimentary digital vehicle inspection featuring a detailed 70-point assessment with high-resolution visuals. Whether it's an oil change, brake service, engine diagnostics, transmission care, or helping you find the perfect vehicle to add to your family, we've got you covered. Our friendly service advisors connect with customers and work closely with skilled technicians, ensuring clear communication. The DVI helps you understand your vehicle's health, empowering you with the knowledge and confidence that your vehicle is in expert hands. Trust is our foundation, and we earn it with every turn of the wrench.
Welcome back to the Bears Den, where your Carencro Golden Bears fall tonight to the Rummel Raiders, 63-47. Coach Derek, this was a game that it didn't go the Bears' way from the onset. It was turnovers, it was not hitting open shots, and it was just a much more crisp, fundamental, and team that finished in the Rummel Raiders. You got to really tip your cap to that team.
Yeah, I mean, there's no excuses made. Those guys came out. They were ready to play. They beat us tonight in every aspect of the basketball game. They forced us into errors, errored passes, turnovers, and forced us, like we talked about earlier. They dictated the basketball game, and we came up on the short end of the stick.
And look, when we look forward and try to get to the next spot, and you're talking about going to HL Bourgeois a week from today and then district play, they're going to have to figure out a way to really play in half-court sets against, on defense as well as offense, something they struggle with tonight, and they're going to have to start shooting the ball a little bit more crisp and be okay with other teams controlling the pace. I know you want to control the pace, right? Every team wants to control the pace, but when you can't, you have to learn to live with it, Coach.
Yeah, no doubt. And you know, I was kind of surprised that we didn't change it up very much on defense. I thought, maybe we could have found a way to make them a little bit more uncomfortable. I felt like they were comfortable offensively all night.
The good news, though, plenty of basketball left to play and still plenty of opportunities to get much-needed power points as Carencro still floats around that 16-17 ranking in the power points. So as long as they continue to play well and go into district play and find some victories, they'll play into the postseason. So good news on that front. Yeah. We enjoyed our opportunity to have you guys tonight. We thank our fine sponsors. We thank our guy, Seth Dickerson, who made it all possible, the director of AOIT. I really appreciate my guy, Derek Franchek, sitting side by side with me tonight and keeping me in line. And our guy, Benji, who made sure that we kept all the marbles stirring when we need to. And, of course, you guys for listening to us on the Golden Bears Network. We'll be back with you next time. The Golden Bears are right here at home in the Bears Den on the only place you could catch everything Carencro, the Carencro Bears Network.
No doubt. Be safe. Stay warm as this cold weather approaches. Have a good night.